If you want awesome products at great prices, check out the in the description. The Emerald Isles fight for survival. A tale of hurricanes, drought, and the legacy of slavery. Grenada, a breathtaking trio of islands nestled in the Caribbean, finds itself battling a relentless onslaught of nature's fury and the lingering shadows of history. Last June, Hurricane Beryl, a Category 4 behemoth, unleashed its wrath upon the islands, leaving a trail of devastation that Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell poignantly described as almost Armageddon-like. The idyllic island of Carriacou, a jewel in Grenada's crown, suffered catastrophic damage. Estimates reveal that over 90% of its buildings were either destroyed or severely damaged. The hurricane's impact extended far beyond the immediate destruction, crippling the agricultural sector and obliterating vital infrastructure, including electricity and communication networks. The very fabric of Carriacou's existence was torn apart. This wasn't a singular blow, it was part of a devastating trifecta. The hurricane's ferocity was compounded by a crippling drought, further exacerbating the already precarious food security situation. Simultaneously, relentless coastal erosion, fueled by rising sea levels, continues to devour the island's precious beaches and fertile lands. This triple threat, hurricanes, drought, and coastal erosion, paints a stark picture of the climate crisis's brutal reality, transforming Grenada into a chilling emblem of its devastating consequences. Davon Baker, a Carriacou government official and environmentalist, eloquently captures the island's plight. The impact of climate change has been devastating. Beyond the hurricanes, we're witnessing the alarming loss of beach space to rising sea levels and enduring increasingly intense and prolonged dry seasons that cripple our farming capabilities and threaten our food security. Our very survival is at stake. Faced with these existential threats, Prime Minister Mitchell has launched a fervent appeal for increased support from wealthy nations, holding them accountable for their historical role in fueling the climate crisis through decades of unchecked pollution. Their prosperity, he argues, has been built on the backs of a planet pushed to its breaking point. Last year, Grenada joined a coalition of vulnerable nations in a groundbreaking case at the International Court of Justice, seeking to hold these polluting countries legally responsible for their actions and demanding climate justice. This fight for climate justice is inextricably linked to another, equally critical struggle: the pursuit of reparatory justice for the atrocities of the transatlantic slave trade. For centuries, over 12.5 million Africans were brutally ripped from their homes, forcibly transported across the ocean, and subjected to the unimaginable horrors of slavery in the Americas. The scars of this horrific chapter in history run deep, continuing to cripple the social and economic development of Caribbean nations like Grenada. Caribbean leaders are increasingly vocal in their demand for reparations, asserting that the legacy of enslavement and colonization continues to cast a long shadow over their nation's progress. The call for reparations is not merely a plea for financial compensation. It's a demand for restorative justice, for acknowledging and rectifying the profound and lasting harms inflicted upon generations. Arlie Gill, the head of the Grenada Reparations Commission, articulates the profound connection between these two seemingly disparate struggles, stating that the link between the pursuit of justice for enslavement and justice for climate change is inescapable. He highlights the interconnected nature of historical injustices and contemporary challenges, underscoring the fact that the very vulnerabilities that make Caribbean nations susceptible to climate change are directly rooted in the exploitative legacies of slavery and colonialism. The wounds of the past, he powerfully argues, are reopened and exacerbated by the climate crisis. The people of Grenada, like many other island nations, face a daily struggle for survival, bracing themselves for the relentless onslaught of extreme weather events. As Arlie Gill poignantly describes it, every year from July to December, we have to, as we say in the Caribbean, ban our belly, tighten our belts, and pray to our God, hoping that nothing strikes us. We experience firsthand the harsh realities of climate change: the rising temperatures, the relentless sea level rise, and the devastating power of hurricanes. Their resilience, their fight for justice, serves as a powerful testament to the indomitable spirit of a people determined to overcome the legacies of the past and secure a sustainable future. Their struggle is a clarion call for global action, demanding both climate justice and reparatory justice, underscoring the urgent need for a world where the vulnerability of island nations is recognized and addressed with the urgency and compassion it demands. The fight for Grenada's survival is a fight for the future of the planet.